Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This topic is going to be pretty different from the others. Broke up with my ex for the second time. Yes, you heard it right. Broke up with my ex for the second time. So, there are people who go into no contact just in the hopes that their ex will come back. And yes, with time, just because you had a good bond, you had a great relationship, and just with time, that person starts missing you because that was the chemistry they had, which they cannot easily build up with someone else. They start missing you and they decide to come back into your life. But you both never worked on yourself. Even though they did, you were waiting. You were just hoping for them to come back. So you were not even in the acceptance stage and they reached out to you in a month or so. When they come back, just because you had a breakup and you were in pain, you were hurt, so you start treating them from where they left off. You start talking about the same things, the same way, and you end up where? In the same position. They tell you the same story which they told you previously, and this time they may not return. Because when they break up for the second time, they realize it's not worth coming back because you did not change at all. And maybe it's not your problem. Maybe it's the other a person who was at fault. And they were looking at you with the same hopes that you would go ahead and treat them exactly the way you were treating them. But now, as you grew as a person, you realized that you are better off without them. You started treating them the way they were treating you. And this makes the relationship to end. So when a breakup happens, I'm talking about the first time, when someone leaves you and walks away, instead of putting your focus on that person, it is advisable that you work on your own self, on your self-growth. Focus on yourself, on your inner well-being. You need to understand what went wrong in that relationship and how you can move on to a better tomorrow. You should not hope that person will come back. Because if you are hoping and waiting, you are not going to make any progress. Rather, accept that whatever was there is over now and I have to keep moving on with my life, and you start progressing. The moment you start progressing, you see your ex just as an option. And when they come back, you don't behave out of anxiety, out of fear of losing them. Because now you have moved on from that breakup story. You are living a different life. You are much focused on your own self-growth, about your own passion, your own career. So you do not speak to them or you do not treat them the way things were in the past. Because when we move into the future, we leave the past behind. And when you behave in that way, you look confident. You show how dignified you are. And if your ex cannot cope up with such a dignified and confident person, of course, they will have no option apart from walking away. When they realize that they cannot hurt you the way they did in the past, and when they realize that you are a much dignified person now, they prefer to walk away. And it's okay to let that kind of person walk away because they never respected you. And keeping them in your life would have been of no use. So if you want to know why your ex broke up with you for the second time, it's good that you work on yourself at the very first time. When you realize it's over, the breakup happened and it's for real, and you bring your focus back on yourself. You stop putting them on a pedestal where they don't belong. and you start working on your own growth, you change yourself completely. You become a different version of you. And when they come back, they can see a different version of you. And they need to understand that if they want to be in your life, they will have to be with this new improved version. So that is what all I have to say for today. And take care, guys. Have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe. Take good care of your health. Bye-bye.